What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video part of today. I am so excited to upload one for you guys because for this video, we're going to be taking a look at another Wes Anderson film, I Love the Dogs. So a bit of a backstory. When I first saw Fantastic Mr. Fox back in, I think it was 2014, I loved the movie, and when I saw the trailers for this particular film, it was on my radar because I really loved Fantastic Mr. Fox. So this movie came out back in 2018, and it was the second stop motion film Wes Anderson made where it takes place in the distant future where after a dog flu breaks out in Japan, the government decides to put all these dogs on a small island in order to contain the virus. And the story puts us in this perspective of these dogs who have to survive every day on this island, and looking at our four main dogs, Chief, King, Rex, Duke, and Boss, played by Bryan Cranston, Ed Norton, Bob Balaban, I think I pronounced that right, Jeff Goldblum, and Bill Murray. Now, one of the things that I loved about this movie is the overall setting and color palette, because when you look at Fantastic Mr. Fox, the setting almost felt like a painting come to life when you see the colors of fall and autumn give you this warm feeling. Now, when you look at I Love the Dogs, I love how you do get that same feeling as if you're looking at a captured photo, but instead of getting a sense of nature, you feel a bit dirty given how the majority of the movie takes place on an island that is industrialized, abandoned, and full of trash. And when you look at our main characters, you get a sense of feral in these dogs when you see how their fur is all scraggly, their eyes are dilated, and their bodies are all malnourished given how they have to fight for survival on this garbage island.
A rancid apple core, 2 worm-eaten banana peels, a moldy rice cake, a dried-up pickle, tin of sardine bones, a pile of broken eggshells, an old smushed-up rotten gizzard with maggots all over it.
Okay, it's worth it.
Now going back to the story, the first act tends to focus on these dogs going about their day-to-day lives until they meet a boy who arrived on this island to search for his lost dog. And what I love about this is how you see something click in these dogs once they meet a kid, because at some point all these dogs once belonged to someone. So to have some sort of human contact, it reminds these dogs that despite their feral appearance, deep down they're good dogs. Well, except for Chief, given how he's been a stray dog his whole life, so while other dogs feel some sort of comfort in this boy, he pretty much feels nothing. But because it's the right thing to do, he is convinced into helping this kid, which where the story takes off as we embark on this journey to find a lost dog. At the same time, we also follow for an exchange student who uncovers several secrets that the government is hiding. So while you have this journey between a boy and a stray dog, you also have a story of journalism and the lengths one would go to learn the truth. Now, while I enjoy the visuals and the overall tone of the story, the humor is a bit hit or miss. Much like in most Wes Anderson films, the humor is a bit dry and not as funny as what we got in Fantastic Mr. Fox. I mean, anytime there was a joke, I did get a bit of a chuckle, but there were times where the humor didn't stick the landing and we're often left with several moments of awkward silence. So while I did enjoy watching these characters get from point A to point B, the humor kind of hinders the film and makes it slightly dull. Now, if we're comparing this movie to Fantastic Mr. Fox, if I had the option to choose which one I'd rather watch, I gotta go with Fantastic Mr. Fox because that movie delivers on the humor while also giving us a sense of action and adventure, as opposed to this film, who mainly focused on giving us an adventure that takes place on this island. However, I just remembered near the end, there is a bit of action and wow, things get a little graphic. But you know what? I still enjoy the movie because as we watch Chief help this boy find his lost dog, we start to see a change in heart and how he feels about humans, more specifically, how he feels about this boy. So while the humor is lacking, you do feel a warm sense of comfort as you watch these two characters bond. So overall, I enjoyed the film, and if you want to watch a movie about a boy and a dog embarking on a journey, maybe you should watch this film. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. That was my overall review on I Love Dogs. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button so you guys up from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.